guys, so we're gonna get right into the video. This is the wig fresh out of the box. This is a 26-inch 180 density Brazilian body wave wig from Beauty Forever Hair, and I'm just showing you guys literally how it looks fresh out of the box. The parting space, the lace, it has baby hairs in the front, but it is not necessarily as plucked as I'd like it, and this is what my hair turned out to be. I honestly didn't really know what I was going for with this, but it was kind of giving me like back in the day Beyonce vibes a little bit with the highlight and like the dark. So I thought it came out pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think below, but let's get right into the video. So this is what I'm using: a box of black dye. I have some toner. I have toner, and then I have the developer. This is a red gold corrector for like brassiness. This is the bleaching powder that I'll be using, and these are just some bowls and some brushes. And this is everything that I use, and there goes my boo Jayla. I was watching her while I was recording. So now I'm just gonna measure out some cream developer, and this isn't really necessary. I typically just eyeball it, and you kind of want to get it to like a certain consistency. After you've done it enough times, you don't really even need to measure. I was just being extra, okay? But you don't need to measure it. You just kind of eyeball it and get it to whatever consistency you like. I like for it to be a little bit thicker so that it's not like, and it's like super watery. I don't want that. I want it to be a little bit thicker so it can actually cling on to the strands and stuff like that. So here I am just mixing that up. And then I'm going to get my black dye ready because I will be dyeing the bottom of the hair black just for some like contrast. I don't know why I'm doing this honestly, but I do kind of like the way it turned out. It's like really dark underneath, and then it just gets lighter as you get to the top of the hair. So I really did like that. So I'm just mixing this up to have it ready. So now we're just gonna shake it up until it's nice and mixed, and we're just gonna leave that off to the side because we are gonna be using that pretty soon. And yeah. So now I'm moving on to the parting, and this is pretty much what you're gonna wanna do beforehand. You wanna part off the sections of the hair that you want to color a certain way, if that makes any sense. So I do want the front pieces to be a lot lighter. So I am sectioning out some hair in the front, and low-key this is a little bit too much hair. I didn't really want this much hair to be like really blonde, so in the end it's not as much hair. If you didn't notice in the beginning, the two strands in the front are like very small. So yeah, I ended up just getting rid of some of the hair later down the line because I didn't want it to be super blonde in the front, but I'm just braiding it so that it's out of the way. So for the rest of the parting, I am going to be parting off the top of the hair that I will also be bleaching so that I can separate it from the bottom of the hair, because like I said, I will be doing the bottom of the hair black, and then the top is going to be like all the different tones of brown and blonde and everything like that. So now that I have everything sectioned off, I'm going to start with the black, and as you can see, I'm just squirting the color on the hair. Nothing special, nothing fancy, neat or anything like that. I'm just putting it on here and, you know, trying to not get it all over the freaking floor. But when you do this, you definitely want to put down like some trash bags. I just use a really large black trash bag to cover the floor, or you can use a towel, whatever you want. But since this is dye, I didn't want to use a towel because you'll pretty much ruin the towel unless it's a black towel. But yeah, I'm just putting the black color on all over. So now I've moved on to the bleaching portion, and I'm going to start with the hair in the front because I want this to be the lightest. So I'm just going to take the bleach and put it on the area in the front that I left out for my streaks, I guess you could say. And I'm just coating it with bleach, you know, doing all that and whatnot. And you make sure you flip it up so you can get the bottom as well. And now I'm gonna take the rest of the hair that's also gonna get bleached, and I'm literally just gonna slap it on there, just like I did the front. I just did the front first because you want that to be the lightest, which means you want to put it on first so that it processes for longer. So this is what it looks like when all of the bleach is on and all of the black hair dye is on. And I'm literally just gonna let this sit for about 30 minutes and then we're gonna see what it looks like. So this is what it ends up looking like after the fact. I wanted the front to be a lot brighter than this, which is why, as you can see, I have a little piece twisted because I'm gonna go back in with 50 volume developer, which is way higher. I used 30 in the beginning and now I'm gonna use 50 to make it very, very blonde. So as you can see, I'm just going in with the bleach, and this time I did use 50 volume developer so that this area gets really, really blonde. So another thing that I'm gonna do is basically go through the top portion as well and just kind of add in some highlights a little bit just for, you know, a little bit of contrast. As you can see, there are like different shades at the top. There's like a lighter blonde and there's like a brown. It's a bunch of different colors, but I really wanted to add some like highlights. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just gonna go around the whole top of the wig and just add random highlights. So once I add all of the random highlights, this is what it looks like. As you can see, I just have them all over the top, just like this. And this is what the ending result turned out to look like. All I did was rinsed it out. I let it sit in conditioner for like an hour since I did so much processing to it. And then I blow dried it and I straightened it, as you can see, and this is what it looks like. I definitely could go in and add some more highlights, but I do like the way it turned out, honestly. I feel like there is some tweaking I could do and kind of change up the color a little bit because it is just a tad bit brassy, but I do really like the way that it turned out. Let me know if you guys like this down below, okay? It's giving me Beyonce, you know, back in the day vibes. I really, really like this a lot. It's a different look for me. I don't really do blonde ever, so I really do like the way that this looks. I definitely may go in and tone it eventually, but I do really like it. So I also apologize about the wind in the background. It's very windy here in Texas and I just can't avoid it. But like I was saying, this wig is from Beauty Forever, 26 inch, 180 density body wave wig, and it is bomb. All of the links will be down in the description box, of course, and I will see